It's race day at the 2018 Finke Desert race. And as the weary Camp Finke stirs to life, Justin and Tommy are up and ready to take on the treacherous 226-kilometre race from Alice Springs to Finke.
This is it, the big day's come around, we're here, we're back at the start line of Finke, and I can tell you the nerves are pumping. Last year the goal was just to get into Finke and we had a rule 60%. This year we want to wick it up a little bit. I'm really confident in the car. I think I can push a little bit harder, but still I've got Sarah and the kids down there. All the Patriot owners, I just want to get across that line.
The atmosphere here today is pumping. You know, everyone's excited. You can see a lot of nerves on drivers' faces, and you know, I think everyone's just keen to get in the car. I'm really confident with the setup of the Polaris this year. I think the car's going to be good, and we've got to rely on my navigation skills and Justin's driving skills to get us there.
The monstrous, quick qualifying trophy trucks are the first to race to Finke. Justin and Tommy are racing in the side-by-side turbo class, made up of buggies that will take approximately 3 hours of grueling and dusty racing to get to their destination.
My role today, obviously, as pit crew, is I'm going to be running up the centre track beside the racetrack as recovery for Justin and Tommy in the Polaris. If something was to happen to the Polaris in this race, I've got to be there and be there as quick as I can. I've got no time to lose here. I'm just going to air down quickly for the sand and then I'm gone.
Okay, where are our checkpoints, Tom?
Mate, we got Deepwell.
Where's Deepwell? What's the time to Deepwell?
49.17.
Okay. Yeah, look, we feel a little bit more confident this year. We've done a little bit of pre-running, so we know what to expect, what's out there on the track. Tommy's a bit more organised. He's got some notes with him. I think we're going to have a pretty clean run down to Finke, as long as the car holds together and I can keep my nerves about me and make sure I drive inside of my capabilities. Now it's time to get in the zone. It's race day. Finke 2018. Bring it.
1, 2, 3, 4, go.
All right, here we go, mate.
Let's go.
Call it, keep talking.
Right,
keep talking to me.
Keep in the middle of the track. Go easy left. There's a bump here coming into the left. Left-hander. Left-hander, keep it middle, keep the line, keep the line.
The feeling of race day never gets old. Coming up to the start line, those nerves, mate, I think that's what keeps us coming back.
Absolutely,
every
mate,
year. But once that light goes green, nothing else matters, does it?
You've got this. That's nice.
What's that speed?
It's 80. 80. 80. Keep it on.
Part of my job in the passenger seat there is to really make sure that Justin is not pushing the limits too hard that the car's going to break. Talking to him and keeping him on board with what I'm saying is the main thing.
What's that belt? What's the belt, Tim?
66. 110. 20. 120. 120. 68.
So it is a long way down to Finke. They're racing in the middle of the desert and I'm not there. I can't help but get a little bit nervous because he is so far away.
Keep on the track, hard left. Hard right. Keep on the track.
Got it.
Belt temp 75.
Dust, can't see.
Can't see properly. Keep through.
The dust is a massive part of off-road racing and it's just part and parcel of it. The problem is we've got to keep a faster pace than the car in front of us. So we've got to know we're going quicker than them if we're going to get around them and get out of the dust cloud.
Can't see it, mate.
Creek bed? Creek bed?
Can't see it. Maybe creek bed.
Can't see it, can't see
it. Creek bed.
Got it.
Right. Can't see much, mate.
Cool, what did you say, Tom?
Left, straight.
We are absolutely flying at this point in time. The new four-door chassis is unbelievable. We're feeling at home, but we've got a long way to go.
120, 125. Someone on the track, fucking Tina. Left-hander. Okay, 20k mark.
What's that belt, Tim?
Belt temp is gone off. No sensor, 112, bump.
So the drive belt temperature is really important to keep on top of because if it gets too hot, it's going to break and then it's all over for us. This is exactly what ruined us last year and we're not going through that again.
90k's, no sensor still. Left-hander through the trees. 87, we're back, temperature's back. Good. 90 k's an hour, right hand.
The drive belt temperature sensor's back, and now I can concentrate on the race.
We're into dust again. Left hander coming up. Straight. Speed to 120. Lost sensor again.
I've lost the temperature sensor again. I don't know what's going on.
Problem with this is right now we're about to get into the gnarliest section of the track, the thicker sand. That's where we're going to overheat the belt. And if I don't know what's going on with that sensor, I can't drive to my limit.
Stay on the track.
Shit, these are big, man.
Stay on the track.
Whoops are a series of short consecutive jumps that test both driver skill and the car's suspension. Take them too slow and you'll lose speed. Take them too fast and you could find yourself upside down on the side of the track.
Call the big ones, mate.
Dust. Right hander.
Where is it?
Dummy. Right hander whoops.
Now, the whoop sections on the track is where you really get to test the car's ability and your driving ability. Now, it takes it out of you physically, but mentally as well. Sometimes, these big ones, they come out of nowhere.
Whoop up.
Oh, shit. That was bad, dude.
Bad.
The Patriot Campers race team are 30 k's into the Finke Desert race. Justin and Tommy are battling high speeds, gnarly whoops, and the low visibility from the cars ahead. Tommy's navigation is critical. And it doesn't hurt that he sounds exactly like rally legend Colin McRae.
Got him?
Talk to me.
Yep. He is. He's in front of us. We're gaining.
Okay,
Just keep the pace.
Keep the pace.
Mate.
Between the two of them, they work perfectly. They level each other out a little bit. I can only wish them the best of luck. They're great mates. They work well. They're going to do an amazing job.
Can't see, dude.
See either, mate.
The best bit about coming up on a competitor in one of these races is Justin's motivation to hunt these people down and get them out the way.
Tommy, get ready on the radio, Ken.
440 coming through.
Where is he?
He's behind us, mate.
How far behind?
He's quite far.
When you see the dust in front of you from another competitor, nothing else matters. The motivation kicks in. It's like tunnel vision focus. All you want to do is get around them, get into the clean air, and get on with your own pace.
Catch on someone. You're going to take him in the whoops. Come over the crest. Keep the pace.
Got it. Are we good over the crest?
No.
Okay, get him on the radio.
If something was to happen to the Polaris in this race, I've got to be there and be there as quick as I can.
There's the boys, there they are, they're on the track. They're going over the hill. Look at him go, he's about to overtake. Go, Juzzy!
6. That's it, dude.
Right.
Yeah!
Let's pull him in.
Good, dude. 100 k's, 105, 110.
Go, boys, sending it! They're going to Finke. They are hooking, mate. They are hooking.
Tommy, we're in the zone. Let's send it.
We've got a long way to go yet, so keep your head in the game.
50k mark, here we go. Well, we must be gaining on someone's here.
Team Patriot hit their groove, but as the races start to group together, the dust begins to play its part.
Just call what you can see.
I know, I'm just trying
If you see a signpost or something, just tell me.
I will.
We've just come up onto another big dust cloud. Now, we know we got a competitor in front of us that's slower because we've been tracking him for a long period of time. The biggest problem for the drive belt is when it starts sucking in dust, but we fitted 2 big particle separators, so I'm pretty confident that we can handle this dust for a period of time till we get the right opportunity to get around him and get back into the clean air.
Bump.
Jesus. Drive up.
What's that?
As soon as I heard the bang, I knew it wasn't good.
Tune in.
No, I want to get close to the road so Dave can see us. Another belt.
Justin's full of adrenaline and realising it could be over for their Finke campaign, he tears off his race belt and gets out of the car to greet Spanners, who's following car 688 down to Finke.
Maybe the last belt in the street, I mean, you should go that quick.
Something's obviously wrong with the car, dude. Oh, dude, there's so much belt in here, mate.
We were flying. We were catching up on people and we were doing so well. Justin had so much control of that car, but, you know, the Finke's taking its course.
Oh, that's a mess. That's an absolute mess, dude. Oh, mate, I'm devastated, absolutely devastated. You know, all this prep, the whole team goes through all this and, you know, not even make it 30 kilometres. There's obviously something wrong with that clutch there. I don't know what it is, and it's just, mate, it's gut-wrenching. Well, what do you say? You've got to make a call right now, dude. We put on the trailer.
Put another belt in, we get down the road.
That's not going to get the food. It's over.
Both the clutch packs are that packed full of shit that we can't pull the clutch off here now. We're going to spend all day redoing these clutches. Hopefully I can get them in the race for tomorrow and get these guys home. Welcome to racing.
This is what this race is all about. You know, we can prepare as much as we want. We obviously didn't prepare enough. You know, it's over.
Day one of racing is over for the Patriot Campers race team. It's a frustrating start, and Justin and Tommy use the time it takes to load the car onto the Super Ram's recovery trailer to calm down.
We've got the car back on the trailer now, and now we've calmed down a little bit. We've actually found what the issue is. Because of last year's belt issues, we went overboard and we've put an extra fan in intake. What happened is that intake's cracked off and the car's just been sucking in dust. You can see it's split around the edges in here. But that's it. We've been over precautious, and so like I said before, you can prep all you want, and this is what Finke does. It's devastating.
With limited phone reception and no way of knowing for sure how well car 688 is progressing, Sarah and the rest of Camp Finke wait patiently for Justin and Tommy to cross the finish line. Unfortunately, they'll be crossing in the Super Ram.
Just got news from the officials. Justin and Tommy haven't passed the first checkpoint. If he, would have had an okay race, he would have been here by now. We've been on the sat phone, can't contact them. Hopefully they make it into Finke tonight.
It's a long and nervous wait for Justin's family as one competitor after another cross the finish line. Eventually, late in the afternoon, Spanners drives the crew into Finke.
Yeah, I'll have brakes, but just let it go. You want it in forward or backwards, Dave? I'm here.
Daddy!
I made it. At least I'm here.
Yeah.
Arriving into Finke, crossing the finish line in the big Ram was absolutely devastated. From the moment we put the car back on the trailer, I made the decision. I was thinking about the kids at the finish line and also Sarah, how I really wanted them to see us come across that line in the full glory in the race car. But tomorrow's a whole nother day. We're going to spend the night re-prepping the car. We'll get the clutches out. We'll do whatever we need to do. But tomorrow, we've got no excuse, 100%, we're going to send it.
It's day 2 of the treacherous Finke Desert race, and after a disappointing DNF on the way to Finke, the Patriot Campers racing team have worked through the night to prepare the car for the race back to Alice.
It's just gone 5 a.m, everybody's up, the city's erupted again, everyone's getting ready to go. We've got the 3 Polarises ready for the run home. Today, the plan, we're just going to send it. We're going to watch the revs. We don't want to blow another belt, but we want to try and hit that rough stuff as fast as we can. Hopefully, today's a better day.
The race back to Alice Springs follows the same track as the day before, just in reverse. It's still all about endurance and managing the car's performance over 226 kilometres of the most hardcore off-road terrain that Australia has to offer.
After a disappointing first day, we had the discussion. We've got nothing to lose. Let's find the limit.
All right, how you feeling?
Very good.
Good?
You?
Yep.
This is a high-risk, out-of-control, crazy race, and the terrain here is just beat and rough, and it's, like I say, you've got to really run at your limit and your peak for 2 hours and try and get the job done.
All right, Tom, you got your trip computer reset?
Yeah.
What's our revs?
7,000.
Okay, so just keep an eye on our revs, call me the speed. Let's try and see where this belt temperature gauge settles because it's not working. We cannot go over 7 grand, all right?
Okay.
Although we've already made the call, today was the day. We are going to find the limit of this car. I really want to get back into Alice so the whole family gets to see us cross the line.
7 grand, 7 grand, 7 grand, 7 grand.
Last year, the catchphrase was 60% and we'll make it home. But something tells me Justin is about to throw that out the window. It's time to send it.
Over the crest, what's the jump?
The 80% rule is completely out the window. I want to see how quick we can really go.
Crest, drop off, watch it. Left-hander, bumpy.
Team Patriot blitz through the first couple of checkpoints, and the closer they get to Alice Springs, the more Justin's confidence grows. It's overtaking time.
On the track, I think these whoops dialed in.
It's hard to nurse the car when you've got racers in front of you. You know, the natural instinct is just to hunt them down.
And that's exactly what we did.
There he is, I can see him.
Yeah, he's just in front.
Okay, hit the side, go.
688 coming through, 688 coming through, 688 coming through. Move over 683, 6683, move over.
When you're trying to pass is you've only got inches either side of the track and you've got hidden obstacles behind those bushes. You have to time it perfectly.
Don't hit his tyres.
There he goes, there he goes. Thanks, mate, call it.
Thanks, mate.
Give me a word, Tom, give me a word. Let's go.
After we got round the first buggy, they just kept coming, and Justin was on a warpath.
669 coming through. Go on, mate.
Well done, Tom. We're cruising.
Oh. Don't speak too soon.
Nope.
I don't think we knew the capabilities of this car.
Mate, on the way back, we just kept pushing, and I was trying to find the limit, but we just kept soaking it up, didn't we? We were getting faster and faster, and this thing just felt unbelievable.
Car 688 is flying, and as they approach the third checkpoint, they're on track to make a podium time.
Oh, rocky and nasty on the other side. Watch this bit here. Oh, shit. 6669, get out of the way. That's it, dude. That's it.
We've just passed the halfway point. I know we are absolutely flying. We're going to Alice.
Stay to the right, let's take him on.
There's broken cars everywhere. They're all victims of Finke, but we're going home.
531 coming through.
At this stage of the race, we're past the halfway point. You stop thinking about preserving the car and you just want to get into Alice at a good time. Every time we saw a dust cloud, we were on the gas. We just wanted to get around.
Watch the rocks on that side. Get on this side. Get right, get right, get right.
I'm right. How far right can I go?
I can't see, mate.
What? Give me a what, Tom?
We're coming through a pretty bad part of the track, but at this point in time, I'm feeling completely indestructible in this car.
Through the creek. Lots of creeks here. Yeah, that was nasty.
Shit.
And it happened that fast. Mate, you wanted to find the limit? I think you found it.
That ain't no belt, mate. It's over.
That's it. You've done it. Two-wheel drive, let's go. Yeah, it's over, dude.
We ended up coming through this creek bed. Tommy called the hazard. I saw the hazard. I held my foot into it. I probably shouldn't have. Bottomed out, bottom of the creek bed. Smashed the back of the diff. That's it. Race is over. Finke is over for us. That's Finke. Am I disappointed? Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm gutted. You know, you come all the way out here, you spend all the time, crew puts the effort in, the whole family's here, and you don't finish the race. But again, that's racing. Next year we'll come back bigger and better. So what do you reckon, mate? We're going back next year?
100%, mate.
100%. We were fast, man.
I was telling you, the whole way down, we're fast.
We're going to spend the next 12 months. Let's get this prepped.
Yeah.
And hopefully, third time lucky.
Next time on Patriot Games, Justin and Sarah are back in black. And for Justin, it's long overdue.
You're a bit excited, babe, or what? Hey, good to see it.
The legendary black truck takes on the snowy peaks of Colorado.
It's getting a bit steeper up there, huh?
It is a lot steeper.
Oh, I got the view.
Whoa.
Okay, I just drove in the snow for the first time.
It's time to go Rocky Mountain High, with a little help from their friends.
All right, well, if you get scared, man, just let us know and we'll get Sarah to drop.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll look after you.
Come off of it.
Babe, get off.
Come
it,
off
get
of it.
off.